Hey everybody, welcome back to Championsons in our Madden 24 Arizona Cardinals franchise series, where we are here to face off against the Cincinnati Bengals in this episode. We are 0-4 right now. Things are a little gloomy for us. Looking at the picture that we got in front of us. But we're not giving up on the season. I know I've said it before in the last episode that your performance does play a role when it comes into free agency, getting players to sign with you or not, especially if you're a bad team. And as we do this build, we're going to have to get guys out of free agency. But first, we need to get some additions to our team to kind of help us out. And as we're looking at here, we did trade one of our first-round picks. We had multiple. We did trade one of them to the Chargers and picked up cornerback Asante Samuels. He's about an 81 overall, 80, which is something we really do need. We are getting burned through the air constantly, especially in big-time moments, so we really need a corner that can, I'm not going to say be a shutdown corner, but one who can play a big-time role. And then for the defensive line, we picked up DeMarcus Walker out of free agency. Same thing with Shaq Lawson. Both of these guys are, we're looking at possibly having a big impact as far as what we can do in creating pressure for getting pressure on the quarterback. And that's going to be one of the biggest details that we need to kind of come through with on the defensive side, along with shutting down the passing lanes. One of the best ways to do that is to put pressure on the quarterback. So, it's one of those things we're going to have to look at. And we're trying to address these holes that we have in our team right now. And so you are seeing we did get a second-round pick from Kansas City, trading away our third round in 2024 and a seventh-round pick in 2026. And we also gave out another seventh round in 2025. So, along with the left tackle, Josh Jones, or more, I guess, veteran left tackle. He's kind of costly. So, we didn't really need him, and he wasn't looking to re-sign with us. Got rid of him, picked up a second-round pick for him. Seems like it should work out well. Now, we did extend Raheem Mostert as well as Bryce Callahan. Both of these guys were looking. They weren't really big on re-signing with us, but we went on ahead and got them earlier on while they still had some interest, which is a big deal for us. So there is that. Now, we did get rid of our defensive tackle. We traded him over to the Bears to get their second-round pick. We did have to give up Leki Fotu and a third round to get a second-rounder, an additional second-rounder. And a lot of these things we're really just kind of doing to move around and pick up assets that I think will turn into something for us. Right now, these draft picks aren't complete assets at this moment, but it is something that's worth looking into. Now, you see, we did have the number 32 pick in the first round. I traded with Miami to get the 23 pick to get rid of James Conner and switched out those first-round picks, which that 23rd pick, as you saw previously, was traded away to pick up Asante Samuel. So we're trying to make moves. We're trying to get improvement. We just need to start trying to win some games. Okay, that's one of the biggest things. Now, with Raheem Mostert in the backfield, we did also need to pick up an additional halfback. So that's where we traded the Packers for A.J. Dillon. Is he the type of long-term back that we want? No, but he's someone who can have an impact on this season, and that's what we're really trying to do. We're going to build this team up through the draft and free agency, but I think just for season number one, we need to get some impact guys, and let's, get them on the field, try to win some games, and kind of set ourselves up for a positive year two. So make year one as positive as we can, set ourselves up for year two where we can actually try to make a move. You know what I'm saying? Now, before this game, we need to take a look at our receivers. I know you don't see the picture right there, but that is going to be Marquise Brown. Looking to get a development trade upgrade. We need 3 touchdowns or 150 yards rushing and receiving to get him his upgrade. Now, in terms of going along with him, we have an opportunity to work with Rondale Moore a little better, a little more often. He's asking for the ball too. I do like seeing them both my receivers want an opportunity, and if we can try to get them going at the same time, that's just that much better for our passing game. Really, Moore is going to be kind of the secondary, but first we need to let's get Marquise Brown focused. Let's focus on getting him the ball in this upcoming game against the Bengals. He does have speed. We just have to figure out how to finally hit the deep ball. It's been 4 games. We've lost all of them. Haven't hit a deep pass yet, but I think today in this episode we're going to try to make the difference here and get that ball flying through the air some, mainly because we have to in this sense. So let's go ahead and jump into the first quarter of this game. The Bengals did start out with the ball, so they are on their opening drive. Burrow faces some pressure, scrambles out to his left side, gets a pass off, and then we're going to knock him out of bounds. So Burrow, he's not the most agile kind of quarterback, but he does enough, and that's something I found with Madden 24 is quarterbacks do just enough to avoid the hit, like on that play. So now with the 1st and 10 at the 37, Burrow drops back, holds it forever. He has all day and finds a man. Looks like Higgins. No, that's Tyler Boyd. Right there as he goes out of bounds. And looking at the injuries that we do have, Zach Ertz is one of our main offensive weapons. He's out for another 3 weeks before we get him back. So 2nd and 7 for the Bengals offense as Burrow is here in a shotgun formation, going to have 3 receivers set. As he has the snap, pressure comes up the middle. He drops it off real quick over to Mixon, and that's going to be a completed pass for about 5 more yards, making it 3rd and 2 here at the 29-yard line on the plus side of the field as our defense needs to step up. These are the plays that we've struggled with so far this season in getting off the field. And on 3rd and 2, a quick throw over to Chase. He's got space down the side, right side there, and Chase fighting forward is brought down at the 2-yard line. So they only needed 2. They got like 20. That's what I'm talking about there. Defense having a problem getting off the field, and that problem consists and extends into this game. 1st and goal for the Bengals offense. Handed off to Mixon up the middle, goes into the end zone untouched. And all it took was 1 drive, and we are already behind. Not even a 3-minute drive there, and the Bengals worked their way down the field for the touchdown. Now here we come right back at them, having to respond here. 1st and 10 from the 19. Hand that one off to Dillon going right. He gets hit and stuffed for no gain on that one. That was going to be an option. Didn't really read the play correctly and didn't go anywhere. So 2nd and 10. Murray's going to be in a shotgun formation. 3 wide. McBride is slot left. Murray has the snap. Scans over. Starts rolling out to his right. He's got to make a decision, and he finally takes off at the last second and picks up about 3 yards on that rush. Maybe 4. Looks like they're going to give him. Either way, it's about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 now at the 16-yard line here on our opening possession of this game. Trying to strike back against Cincinnati. 3rd and 7 from the 16 inside the red zone. Murray's going to be in the shotgun. 3 wide set once again. Has the snap. Stands in the pocket. Finds Dillon over the middle. Pushing forward. A.J. Dillon driving it down to the 2-yard line. A good play to find him open. The backers dropped out in that little zone right there. No pressure coming from the defensive line. And Murray's able to deliver the ball on point. Making it 1st and goal now at the 2-yard line here as we are on the move. Murray's going to be under center this time. He's got Raheem Mostert alone in the backfield. Murray has the snap. Scans over. Pressure comes, and Murray's going to be brought down. And pressure got there quickly. Didn't hardly see it coming from Davis Gaither as he gets around the backside and is able to put Murray to the turf for about a 7-yard loss on that sack all the way back to the 9-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 9 is what we are staring at here. Now Murray's going to come out in the shotgun this time. McBride slot left, 3 receivers to the right. Murray has the snap. No pressure. They rush only 4. Fires it over to the right side. It's going to be caught. Marquise Brown tiptoed on the side. And that's going to be a touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Great presence on the field and knowing where you're at. Marquise Brown with the little footwork to make the catch and make sure both feet stayed in bounds. And that's going to get this one tied up here in Arizona as we get a score on our opening drive as well. Now later in the first, we are going to find ourselves trailing 14-7 as we hand that one off to Mostert, going to the left side, makes a man miss. Pushing forward, Mostert still fighting his way and brought down at the 22-yard line. He's got 52 yards already in this first quarter alone as we still have just under 3 minutes remaining. So 1st and 10 for this Cardinals offense as we're on the move. McBride slot left, 3 receivers right. Murray's in the shotgun, has the snap. Fires it over to McBride coming across the field. Stiff arming his way forward, still going. And McBride comes down after an 8-yard gain. Connected with him on the drag pattern. And then it was just pure brute force to try to pick up the rest of those yards. So 2nd and 2, Murray staying in the shotgun. 3 wide set, has the snap. Hands it off to Dylan Wright. He's got a little bit of a hole open. And Dylan picks up about 4 yards on that one. Getting it down to the 9-yard line as we now have a 1st and goal here on our drive. About a minute remaining in the first quarter, looking to get this thing tied up. Murray under center, 3 tight ends right. Play action to Mostert. Murray rolls out to the right. He's got nowhere to go with it and just throws that one away. Smart move right there. Something we got to do. We have to be a little bit smarter. Murray is not the kind of quarterback to try to squeeze one in. He's not going to be able to pull that off. So we do throw it out of bounds. A smart move made by him and live to play another down. 2nd and goal here now from the 9-yard line. Murray's going to be in the shotgun once again. As scans over the defense, 3 receivers to the right, has the snap, drops back, gives it a second, decides to take off late and is corralled in by the defensive line. They had all the linemen in his way, couldn't find the little opening to squirm through, and he's brought down for a sack and a loss of 6 yards, making it 3rd and goal now from the 15 as we approach about 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This most likely will be around the last snap of the quarter. Now Murray's going to be going 5 wide in this one, all alone in the backfield. Has the snap, rolls out to his right, still going. He's going to try to take off. He's got a blocker, but he stepped out of bounds. He couldn't hold his balance, and he steps out at the 10 after a 5-yard gain. And that will actually lead us here to the end of the first quarter as we trail 14-7. 55 yards to their 147. But 88 rushing yards to their 2, so take it for what it is. 4th and goal. Looks like we are going to bring on Matt Prater for the field goal opportunity. Get the points when you can. And it's going to go boot ball right down the middle. Prater good once again here on the season. This time only from about 27 yards out. And this game is still about a 4-point game. So now later in the second, after stopping Cincinnati, score is still 14-10. We have possession. We fire it over there to Dylan on the right flat. He makes a man miss and is finally brought down at the 30-yard line. Murray is 7 of 10 for 75 yards and a touchdown. So our defense has gotten a couple stops. Now we just need to repay them. And on that one, just pick up the yards, be smart about it, keep the drives going. Forgot who it was that said it, but you can't go broke as long as you're always making gains when it comes to field position. Now, 2nd and 3. Murray fires that one over to McBride. Had him wide open over the middle, but unable to connect as Murray overthrows him a little bit. And there's those accuracy problems rearing up once again. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The score remains 14-10 as we face a 3rd and 3 now. Murray has the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got a big opening, takes it himself. He's got a blocker down the sideline, pushing forward. And he's down at the 12-yard line. A good run by Murray. Smart decision once he started rolling out of the pocket. Saw the opening and decided just to take it. Cannot hesitate or else you will get tackled. And he picks up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 12. Murray has the snap. They bring a blitz. Fires it over the middle. That's going to be intercepted. He got it intercepted by the linebacker. Just did not see him sitting there. They brought the blitzer off the backside, and he threw it, and Davis Gaither is going to be able to make that catch. And it started coming back the other way. Thankfully, our offensive line became pretty good tacklers. Now here come the Bengals, 1st and 10 from their own 7 after the interception. Burrows under center, has the snap. Pressure starts to come over the middle. He throws it. It's intercepted by Baker. Buda Baker makes the catch. And then I guess tripped over himself as he goes down immediately at the 8-yard line. Not sure what he was thinking on that one. I accidentally hit the dive button. I went into panic mode because we don't get a whole lot of interceptions. Got the interception, and you'll see in the process of it, I accidentally hit the dive button when I panicked. So we're down at the 8-yard line, and here comes our offense once again. Now what's important here is we have an opportunity to gain the lead in this one. 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. We had a big turnover, but we just got one ourselves, and we have to capitalize. Now Murray's going to come out in the shotgun. 3 wide set. McBride, slot right, has the snap, fires it to the left side. He's got Marquise Brown again. Second time today. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Brown has now caught 2 of his 3 touchdowns needed in this one. And in reality, this is probably going to be the easier way to go. It was 3 touchdowns or 150 yards. The 3 touchdowns, as long as we can find ourselves in position, is definitely the easier route. Now we are leading by 3 points, 17-14. Here come the Bengals right back at us, firing over the middle, and he finds his man Boyd, who's going to get hit and brought down pretty quickly at the 1-yard line, though. And so just like that, the Bengals are coming to try to snatch the lead from us once more. As Burrow, with a clean pocket, unable to get much pressure on that one as he gets the pass off. Now they're going to come out in a heavy set goal line formation. 2 tight ends to the right. Burrow's under center. Hands that one off. Mixon going right, and he marches into the end zone, fighting off Collins. And that's going to be touchdown and the lead for the Bengals here once again. So this offense that the Bengals run is incredibly difficult to stop. Mainly because we're not getting the pressure. Defensive linemen, we brought in a couple of those guys, Walker and Lawson. Not getting just what we need out of them just yet. It will take some time. Have some faith. Okay. And we'll see about getting this thing turned around. Now the score is 21-17, and here we come out on our next drive to try and battle back. We get the pass to Moore. Breaking tackle, still breaking him, and fighting forward to the 41-yard line on our side of the field. Murray's now at 99 passing yards for the game. The score is 21-17, 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, as we continue to kind of have this boxing match of just haymakers being delivered back and forth from both sides. Now on a 1st and 10, hand that off to Mostert, going to the left side, makes a cut out and breaks some tackles and picks up about 9 yards to the 50. Mostert's already got over the century mark rushing on the ground. That's why we brought him in, and he is really starting to pay dividends on this one for our offense. So 2nd and 1, Murray in a shotgun formation, has the snap, takes a look, throws it deep down the left side. He's got Brown, he jumps up, 50-50, and he comes down with it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It didn't look like he had the best position, but he had the most will and most desire. And Marquise Hollywood Brown goes up and then comes down with it right into the end zone, and we finally hit a deep ball, and we finally snagged the lead from the Bengals once again. But how long would that last after the deep pass? As here comes Joe Burrow firing it over the middle to Smith. I think that's his tight end's name, or his receiver, Smith. As he picks that one up and gets all the way down to the 11-yard line. So Bengals on the move once again today. Score is 24-21. We lead by 3 with just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Burrow with the quick throw, and there goes our lead. He finds T. Higgins in the end zone for the touchdown. So just like that, we scored, now they scored. So 2 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the half. How many times can we go back and forth on this? It is just a pure, complete back and forth game so far. And now we're going to catch up at the 2-minute warning here as we are on the move. Murray with the snap drops back, finds Mostert on the screen pass, and picks up a first down. As you see, we did sign him to his extension for 2 years. Not sure how much longer we'll have him. Might look to try to pick up a running back in the draft. Obviously not in one of the first rounds or even the second, but probably around the 3rd or 4th. See what we can't find. So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line on the plus side of the field. Murray's in a shotgun, has the snap. Scans over, fires it deep down the right side. He's got Moore, who stands up and makes the catch. Rondale Moore, what a catch that was. And now it's time to feed him the ball to get him some yards because Marquise Brown's got his 3 touchdowns. So 2nd and 10. They didn't count that. I thought they did. Oh, my goodness. All right, that one's incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Murray now drops back, fires that one over. He's got Dillon going down the right side, and Dillon gets pushed out of bounds at the 11. Well, they should have just given it to us on the last throw. That was more impressive than what we just saw there. So 1st and 10 for this Cardinals offense as we are at the 11-yard line here. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. The clock has stopped since Dillon was able to run out of bounds. Now we're going to come out in a 3-wide, 2-back set from the shotgun. Murray stands in clean pockets, fires it over to the right, and that one's almost intercepted. He was going for Rondale Moore in the back corner. I'm just unable to get that one completed. So 2nd and 10 now from the Bengals 11-yard line as we are trying to push this one into the end zone and retake the lead once again. Now we hand it off to Mostert going to the right side. He takes it and gets absolutely nowhere with it. Raheem Mostert carries it to the right. Looked like he had a little bit of an opening, but that closed real quickly as the Bengals are able to stop him at the 12. So a 1-yard loss, actually. Now about 30 seconds remaining. We have a 3rd and 11. 3-wide, 2-back set in a shotgun. Murray has the snap. He's going to take off up the middle. He's going for himself. Leaps for the end zone and is hit and brought down before he can cross the goal line. But he does get down to the 1, and we will use a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 3 feet away from snagging the lead here just before the end of the half. If we can get 31 points in a half, this will be our best offensive performance of the season by far. So 1st and goal. Murray has the snap. Pressure comes. Fires it over. He's got Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Kyler Murray, 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Now, he's also thrown the interception, but he's got the 4 touchdowns. That's more in a single half than I think he's thrown in a single game all season. In fact, he may have just come close to doubling his touchdown totals, give or take. And that's what the score is going to be at halftime, 31-28 here in Arizona, as this is just a back and forth, haymaker after haymaker type of fight we got going on. But while we take a quick little break, let's look at some scores from around the league. The Eagles visiting division rival LA, as the Rams looking to get their second win of the season, leading 14-0 over the undefeated Eagles as they approach halftime over in LA. Now we travel all the way over to London as Jacksonville and Buffalo had a little bout this morning, and Bills come away with a 31-16 win. Jaguars are still winless on the season. Trevor Lawrence with 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Josh Allen only 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Now the Jets traveling to Denver. They are trailing the Broncos 14-13 as they approach half. Wilson 8 of 11 for 100 yards. Rodgers, who did not tear his Achilles in Madden, 9 of 12 for 87 yards. So interesting things happening on around the league as we take a look at some of the first half highlights as we get prepared for this second half, which is starting just now. And we are on the opening drive of the second half since we did receive the kickoff. Hand that one off to Mostert. Tries to cut it outside going right. Unable to get anything beyond just 1 yard, as that's going to make it 2nd and 9. So still leading 31-28, trying to actually extend a lead, a very rare thing for us here so far this season. Hand that one off. Dillon going left, bouncing off a blocker, and is brought down after a gain of a yard as well. The Bengals shutting down this run on this opening drive pretty well here. But you know, we can't just run it constantly. We are going to have to pass it. Murray is going to have to continue to step up like he has in this game. And on 3rd and 8, Murray has the snap, fires it deep over the middle. He's got Moore again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Once the safeties cleared out of that area, he lofted it up, and I wasn't sure where he was throwing it to. But there at the last second, you see Moore come running in from basically the other side of the field. He's able to make the catch and gets tackled into the end zone. And we are going to have a double-digit lead, ladies and gentlemen, As we check in here later in the third quarter, just about 2.5 minutes remaining, still the score remains 38-28. Joe Burrow trying to cut into this lead that we have as he gets his tight end right there, Smith Jr. on the little out route, picking up just enough for a first down. So it's 1st and 10 Bengals from the 31-yard line. Burrow's going to be under center. 3 wide receiver set. Higgins on the right side. Everybody's bunched in. He sends a man in motion. Little play action, hands that one off to Mixon going left, and Kazir White comes in and puts Mixon on his back, puts him to the turf. Mixon's only got 18 yards rushing on the game, but he does have the 2 touchdowns off of 5 carries. That's what happens when they give him the ball at the 1-yard line every time. So 2nd and 10 now, fires it quickly over the middle, hits Jamar Chase. And what is Kazir White trying to do trying to cover Jamar Chase on that one? Not too sure how that mismatch happened, but the Bengals take advantage. And they are working down the field. They are inside the red zone now at the 17. Burrow making changes at the line. He's under center. 3 receivers set. Has the snap. We bring a blitz. Pressure comes. He gets rid of it. He's got his man going to the right side. And finally, Asante Samuel brings him down. And that's going to be Tyler Boyd there. Got 131 yards now on the afternoon after his 9th catch of the game. Third quarter is getting ready to come to a close. Burrow and the Bengals are under center in a heavy goal line set. Hands it off to Mixon up the middle. This time we stand him up and bring him down. Was that Shaq Lawson that came through? It was, getting his first tackle as a Cardinal, his first solo tackle as a Cardinal, and preventing the touchdown on that one. As the quarter does come to a close, we lead 38-28 here in Arizona, trying to snag our first win of the season. We are 4-0. Bengals we are 0-4. Bengals are 4-0. As we come in at the 2-yard line now, Burrow under center once again. 2 tight end set, hands it off to Mixon. Ojulari chases him down from behind. He handed off to Mixon going to the left. Ojulari comes from behind him, is able to put him to the turf for a 1-yard loss. Ojulari really starting to come into his own as a linebacker for us and as a defender. Not going to say he's Micah Parsons because he ain't, but that's who he's wanting to be, obviously. Now 3rd and goal, heavy set, handed off to their fullback. We stand him up and put him down. Carter only picks up a yard on that rush, gets it to the 2-yard line, and nothing they could do as they are unable to get into the end zone. This is a goal line stand by our defense. I don't think that's happened once so far this season. And that's going to force the Bengals to try a field goal as they are trying to edge closer in to make this a 1-score game. It goes up and good. And this will be a 7-point ball game right now, 38-31 here early in the 4th quarter after that field goal. Now a little later in the 4th, we do have possession at the Bengals' 30-yard line. Murray is going to be under center. Fires it coming across to Togial as he makes the catch and picks up 5 yards. I think that's how it's pronounced. Or Togiai. We'll just call him Agent T. Makes our life easier. Score is still 38-31, and that's going to bring us to a 2nd and 5. 2 tight ends to the right. Murray, play action, drops back, fires that one. He's got a man, and that one's tipped away from Rondale Moore. Looking for him in that little pocket by the sideline. Unable to get it delivered. A good play by the Bengals defender there to knock that one down. And now it is 3rd and 5. Murray's going to come under center. 2 tight end set. Mostert is alone in the backfield. Murray has the snap, scans over the field, rolls out to the right, keeps looking. He's going to take it himself for the first down and dives down. He gets the 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line here as we are now inside the red zone with 4 minutes remaining in this game. Trying to shut it down. If we can get a score, I think we can shut this one down for good. Handed off to Dillon, going left, fighting past his blockers, and is brought down after a 4-yard gain. 38 yards on 8 carries for him this afternoon. So 2nd and 6. The clock is continuing to run. We are at the 14-yard line. Cincinnati does have all 3 timeouts. So Murray's going to be in a shotgun, 2 tight end set, 2 receivers. Everybody's bunched in there. Murray has the snap, scans over the field, fires it. He's got Agent T on the right side, who picks up just enough for the first down and gets down to the 7. That's his 3rd catch of the day for 23 yards. So now 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Murray is going to be under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers left. Has the snap, hands it to Mostert, going to the left side. Breaking tackles, Raheem Mostert. is put down to the turf at the 4. He's now got 150 yards on 16 carries, almost at the almost around 10 yards, a little more than 10 yards a carry, or just a little less than 10 yards a carry, actually. So right around the 9 yards per carry, give or take. A real good afternoon from Mostert. Has been a big force for this offense all game. Now that we have reached the 2-minute warning, we do have a 2nd and goal. We're going to be under center, 3 tight ends, 2 to the right. Hands it off, Mostert going left, pushing forward. Mostert is brought down at the 1, and Cincinnati calls a timeout. You've got to be kidding me. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Same formation set, 2 tight ends to the right, 1 left. Mostert alone in the backfield. Hand it off, going left. Mostert into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Can you say nail in the coffin? Because we just delivered it. And that is going to put us up 2 scores with under 2 minutes to go in an actual game where we are 0-4 on the season. Now, the Bengals not trying to give up yet. This is how they made it to the Super Bowl. But Ojulari says, I don't care. I'm going to bring you down. Gets his first sack of the day. 2nd and 23 now for the Bengals. 1 minute remaining. Cameron Thomas comes through and forces Joe Burrow to throw that one away. 3rd and 23 is what the Bengals are sitting at right now. They are on their own 25-yard line. Our defense has an opportunity. Can we get the sack that we need? Can we make the play that we need to shut down this offense here at the end? Burrow drops back. Pressure comes. He gets rid of that one completely inaccurately. Thomas hit him right as he threw it, and that ball went sailing. So now 4th and 23. Last opportunity if they don't get the first down. 1 minute, 5 seconds remaining. Bengals do have 2 timeouts. We have 3. Now Burrow's going to be all alone in the backfield. Has the snap, scans over the field. Here comes pressure, drops it off. He hits Chase, missing tackles. Our defenders miss tackles miserably, and he gets 2. They get him by the shoelaces. Isaiah Simmons with the last-ditch effort to try and make that tackle and just grabs his shoestring enough. And Jamar Chase is brought down before he gets into the end zone. So now 1st and goal for the Bengals here. 52 seconds remaining in the game. They're not giving up yet. Burrow drops it off to the right side. He hits Jamar Chase, but he steps out of bounds before he could actually get into the end zone. That would have been an impressive way to get in at that point. All momentum was carrying him to the edge. So now 2nd and goal, 49 seconds left. Burrow's in a shotgun. Has the snap. We bring a blitz. He drops the pass off, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. Tyler Boyd does it again. As they get back to within 1 score. It's going to be 38-45 after the extra point. 47 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Now, keep in mind that is if we can do something like, if we can't block it, they'll be within 7 points. The kick is going to be up, and yep, they're within 7. 45-38. Bengals go 8 plays, 75 yards in just over 1 minute. But they are going to have to get an onside kick, and they only have 1 timeout. So here they come for the onside kick, their last opportunity. So they kick that one up, it bounces. Dortch picks it up, and he's going to snag that one. And that should be all she wrote for us here in Arizona. As we get the win, our first of the season in a shootout with the Bengals, 45-38. Real defensive struggle for these teams. I mean, God, that was bad defense on both sides. But, hey, we'll take the win when we can get it. Marquise Brown, we got him his 3 touchdowns. Rondale Moore, I think we got close to his yardage. His yardage is needed. I'm not exactly sure if we did. But, hey, we got win number 1. That's what we are needing, and that's going to set us up here going into the next game against the Rams. Marquise Brown is an X Factor, so we've got that going. We're getting ready for his X Factor upgrade, so we've got that going for us. We'll see how he does in the next game. We're 1-4 on the season, everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Give us a thumbs up if you did like this video, and I will see y'all in the next one in the rivalry match against LA. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.